Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are counting down 10 of the most iconic, compelling, and downright desirable watches available right now, spanning rugged British military tool watches, Japanese haute horlogerie, Swiss legends, and the absolute pinnacle of Geneva's watchmaking art. Whether you are a serious collector, a passionate enthusiast, or simply someone who appreciates exceptional craftsmanship on the wrist, this list has something to make your heart race. From a no-nonsense field instrument built for combat pilots to the most elegant world-time complication money can buy, these are watches that tell more than just the time. They tell a story. Let's get into it. Number 10. Bremont MBII. Kicking off our list is the Bremont MBII, a watch born not from marketing departments, but from the cockpit. Bremont, the British manufacturer founded by brothers Nick and Giles English, has always had a genuine connection to aviation, and the MBII is the purest expression of that relationship. Originally developed in collaboration with Martin Baker, the world's leading manufacturer of ejector seats, the MBII is issued to pilots who have actually used a Martin Baker seat in an emergency, members of the exclusive Ejector Tie Club. That extraordinary backstory gives this watch a gravitas that no amount of advertising can manufacture. The case is built from hardened steel with Bremont's proprietary triptych construction, a three-part modular design where the central section is case-hardened to 5 times normal steel hardness. The bezel features a 90-minute elapsed timescale calibrated for the duration of a typical combat mission. Inside is a Koski-certified movement, ensuring precision you can rely on under pressure, because for the pilots who wear this watch, precision is not optional. The dial is admirably purposeful, high-contrast numerals, bold, luminous hands, and a layout designed to be read in an instant. The military matte green and black colorway gives it an unmistakable character that stands apart from anything else in British watchmaking. The Bremont MBII retails for approximately $4,695 USD, a serious investment, but one loaded with meaning, heritage, and genuine purpose. Number 9. Rolex Day-Date. If one watch has defined presidential prestige and boardroom authority more completely than any other in history, it is the Rolex Day-Date. Introduced in 1956, the Day-Date was the first watch to display both the date and the full day of the week spelled out in full on the dial, a complication Rolex called the President's Watch, and the nickname has stuck ever since. Dwight D. Eisenhower received one as a gift. So did Lyndon B. Johnson and countless heads of state, business leaders, and cultural icons who followed. The Day-Date is exclusively produced in precious metals, 18-karat gold, white gold, Everose gold, or platinum, which immediately sets it apart from any stainless steel sports watch in Rolex's catalog. The President bracelet, developed specifically for this model, remains one of the most elegant and comfortable metal bracelets in watchmaking. Inside beats Rolex's Caliber 3255, a in-house movement of exceptional precision featuring the chronergy escapement, a parachrome hairspring, and a 70-hour power reserve. Number 8. Grand Seiko SPGA 413E. Japan does not produce many watches that demand to be discussed alongside the finest Swiss complications, but the Grand Seiko SPGA 43 is absolutely one of them. This is a watch that stops people in their tracks, not because of logos or flashy marketing, but because of sheer, undeniable beauty. The dial on the SPGA 43 is finished to represent the birch forests of Japan's Shinshu region in winter. A pale, shimmering, textured surface that shifts between silver and pale gold, depending on the light, evoking snow-laden branches with breathtaking delicacy. It is genuinely one of the most beautiful dials in watchmaking at any price. But the SPGA 43 is not merely decorative. It is powered by Grand Seiko's spring-drive caliber R65, one of the most remarkable movements ever created. The spring drive uses a conventional mainspring for power, but replaces the traditional lever escapement with an electromagnetic glide wheel, resulting in accuracy approaching quartz while maintaining the romance and soul of mechanical watchmaking. Accuracy is rated to plus or minus 1 second per day. Number 7. Tag Heuer Carrera Calibre. 16. The Tag Heuer Carrera is one of watchmaking's great success stories. A chronograph born in 1963 from Jack Heuer's desire to create the ultimate instrument for racing drivers and motorsport enthusiasts. Named after the brutal Carrera Panamericana road race across Mexico, the Carrera has always been defined by one core principle: absolute legibility under pressure. Everything about the dial exists to serve that goal. A clean layout, a tachymeter bezel for measuring speed, and subsidiary dials arranged for instant reading. The caliber 16 variant is powered by the ETA Valjoux 7750 movement, a proven, robust, and widely respected automatic chronograph movement that provides reliable performance and a solid 42-hour power reserve. The column wheel and lateral coupling deliver a satisfying push-button action, and the caseback offers a view of the oscillating weight in motion. At 41 lemires, the case wears perfectly for most wrists, with enough presence to make a statement without overwhelming. Number 6. Oris Atelier. In a watch world increasingly dominated by conglomerates and corporate strategy, Oris stands as something genuinely refreshing. An independent Swiss manufacturer with over 100 years of history, producing exclusively mechanical watches, answering to no luxury group. The Oris Atelier embodies the brand's philosophy of honest, beautifully resolved watchmaking at its most elegant and wearable. The Atelier collection takes its name from the French word for workshop, atelier, and celebrates the craft of watchmaking in a dress watch format that manages to feel contemporary without abandoning tradition. The cases are slim and beautifully proportioned, typically in 40mm stainless steel with gently curved lugs that hug the wrist comfortably. Dials across the range feature sunray brushed surfaces, fine applied indices, and elegant hands that catch the light with pleasing warmth. Number 5. Citizen EcoDrive ProMaster Diver. Not every great watch runs on a conventional mechanical movement, and the Citizen EcoDrive ProMaster Diver makes that case more persuasively than almost any other timepiece at its price point. The EcoDrive technology is genuinely impressive. A solar cell beneath the dial converts any light source, natural or artificial, into electrical energy stored in a rechargeable cell, powering the watch indefinitely as long as it sees light occasionally. A full charge provides roughly 6 months of continuous operation in complete darkness. The result is a watch that never needs a battery change, rarely needs a service, and simply runs. For a dive watch, that reliability is not just convenient, it is actually an argument for safety. The ProMaster Diver is rated to 200 meters of water resistance with a unidirectional elapsed time bezel and a bold, luminous dial that reads clearly underwater. The case construction is solid and purposeful, with a screw-down crown, a secure bracelet, and overall build quality that impresses at this price. The dial aesthetics lean comfortably toward the functional. This is a tool watch in the truest sense, prioritizing legibility and durability over fashion. But there is real character here too, particularly in the blue dial variants, which have an honest, unpretentious appeal that enthusiasts find genuinely endearing. Number 4. Casio F91WR1. If you came here expecting only 5-figure Swiss complications, the Casio F91W1 demands you recalibrate your thinking about what a watch can be. Introduced in 1989, the F91W is one of the most recognizable and best-selling watches in human history. Hundreds of millions have been produced, worn by everyone from students and workers to heads of state and, reportedly, special forces operators who value its disposability and functionality in equal measure. The F91W is a digital quartz watch with an alarm, a stopwatch, and a backlight. Its resin case and strap weigh almost nothing. The battery lasts approximately 7 years. It is water-resistant to a modest standard, accurate to within 30 seconds per month, and retails for under $15. By virtually every conventional measure of horological prestige, it should not appear on a list like this. And yet, the F91W has been worn by David Beckham, by Kanye West, by soldiers, aid workers, and adventurers across every continent. It has inspired a cult of appreciation among watch collectors who recognize that its honest functionality, extraordinary durability, and complete indifference to status is itself a kind of statement. On the wrist, it is a conversation piece precisely because it refuses to pretend to be anything other than what it is. The Casio F91W1 retails for approximately $12 USD. There is genuinely nothing else like it. Number 3. Bell & Ross BR01. Bell & Ross occupy a unique position in the watch world. A French brand with German engineering DNA, producing watches that are relentlessly, uncompromisingly inspired by aviation instruments. The BR01 is the watch that defined the brand's identity. A large square case measuring 46mm across with a dial layout borrowed directly from the instrument panels of military aircraft. The 4 screws at the dial corners, the unidirectional rotating bezel, and the clean indexing all reference cockpit instruments of the 20th century with disciplined fidelity. This is a large watch with deliberate, unapologetic presence. It does not shrink into the background. On the wrist, it makes a clear statement about the wearer's taste, functional aesthetics, military references, professional purpose. The case is available in stainless steel, carbon fiber, and various ceramic and PVD-treated options, with dial variations ranging from pure black to skeletonized formats that expose the movement beneath. Powering the BR01 is the Caliber BR Cal 3001, a self-winding movement based on a proven ETA-based caliber, delivering reliable performance with a 42-hour power reserve. Number 2. Seiko King Turtle. The Seiko King Turtle occupies a sweet spot in modern watch collecting that is genuinely difficult to improve upon. Outstanding build quality, legitimate dive credentials, and a character that rewards long-term ownership, all at a price that feels almost unreasonably fair. The King Turtle is essentially Seiko's turtle-cased diver scaled up and enhanced, a larger, thicker case with a cushion shape that feels retro and modern simultaneously, and proportions that wear with surprising comfort despite the generous dimensions. Water-resistant to 200 meters with a unidirectional bezel, screw-down crown, and a sapphire crystal that resists scratches far better than the mineral glass found on lesser dive watches, the King Turtle delivers professional dive watch credentials without qualification. The day-date display and the rich dial colors, deep blue, forest green, black, give it a warmth and personality that purely tool-oriented watches often lack. Inside beats Seiko's Caliber 6R35 automatic movement, offering a superb 70-hour power reserve. Leave it on your nightstand Friday night, and it is still running when you reach for it Monday morning. Number 1. Patek Philippe World Time. And so, we arrive at number 1. And in truth, for anyone who has followed watchmaking closely, there was really only one choice for this position. The Patek Philippe World Time is not simply the finest watch on this list. For many collectors and scholars of horology, it is among the finest watches ever created by human hands. The World Time complication was developed in the 1930s by Louis Cotier, an independent Geneva watchmaker, and Patek Philippe recognized its potential immediately. The reference 5230, the current expression of this great complication, displays all 24 world time zones simultaneously on the dial, with city names rotating around the outer ring and a 24-hour day and night indicator helping the wearer distinguish morning from midnight in any location on Earth. The mechanism is not merely functional. It is beautiful in a way that few mechanical systems ever achieve, blending technical mastery with visual poetry. The case of the 5230 measures 38.5 mm in 18-karat white or rose gold, classically proportioned, never ostentatious, entirely consistent with Patek's philosophy that true elegance does not need to announce itself. The cloisonné enamel dial versions, depicting world maps in fired enamel, are among the most coveted and artistically extraordinary objects in contemporary watchmaking. Each is unique. Each takes weeks to produce.